I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
Well, we have news following our theme for the past few weeks.
Oh, have we got? Oh, yes, of course. I completely forgot about that. That was happening at the weekend, wasn't it?
That was happening at the weekend.
Yeah.
And I know it was a sort of 50-50 chance whether I'd see the vehicle.
You were not entirely convinced it was going to go ahead.
No, I didn't know it was going to go ahead. I didn't know whether you'd have time to stop here if it did go ahead.
Yeah.
With all of the plates spinning in my existence at the moment, it was an unknown quantity as well.
Indeed. Yes.
So, the transaction went through.
Right. So the vehicle we were looking at has been purchased.
Yep. So we can confirm. After all the deliberation, went with what we perceived to be the sensible, if a little boring, choice.
Sensible but a bit dull, I think, was where we ended up. Yes.
Yeah. So So he ended up with a BMW 540i xDrive, with, as we established when he arrived, with all the bells and whistles apart from the upgraded stereo.
Well,
actually, the stereo bit was fine. It's the upgraded speakers.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So
okay.
And we dug into it, and it was about a $4,000 option new.
Oh, right. So
it's up there, isn't it?
Whoever was filling out that form when it was new decided the speakers weren't worth it. Yeah.
No, apparently not. But it had everything else because it had all the BMW individual stuff on it. Which is,
I imagine the audio is still pretty good.
Oh yeah. Popped on a tune when we were in there. Lovely banging tunes. Good stereo still.
Yeah, cool.
Do you know what? It was a really nice car. Really nice. You and I were both really unsure on the colour.
Well, the colour was quite dull. Yeah.
In person, much better.
We did say they were clearly not good photographs. The lighting was a bit weird. It was quite dark, and we did think the photographs weren't great from the dealer.
Yeah, so it was. I did ask him to send me the name of the color because we did talk about it on the day, but I've forgotten about it. It was one of the BMW individual colors, and it plays tricks with your eyes. It did lovely things.
Okay, it looked like quite a dull grey in the pictures.
No, it's not even close. Really, it's really difficult to describe. What the weird thing is, the DVLA have classed it as beige.
Oh, okay. Right.
So, do you know what beige is?
I wouldn't have said beige, even from the poor photos from the dealer. I wouldn't have said it was beige.
Yeah. No. Really impressive colour.
Okay.
Very, very striking. But unlike any of the photographs we saw.
Those photos did not do it justice. No, I'm sure.
And the interior is an opulent place to sit. Really nice. Cream leather, that's gonna go bad.
Yes, it is. Although there aren't children involved here, are there? So
there's not. I guarantee there will still be a blunder.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Well, I mean, he knows you for a start, so you know, something's going to leak over one of them at some point.
What an awful thing to say. But what's really funny as well is in the car, it's a cream interior, and we were just having a look round, and I clocked it, and it had black mats. I'm like, that's an interesting choice. In a cream interior.
Well, yes, but what colour's the carpet?
Cream.
Oh.
So, but we're like, and Ben's like, I did clock that, and we were having a look around the car, and he opened the boot, and there's a pristine set of the original cream ones.
So the previous owner has put black ones in.
Yeah, someone's like, I reckon. Well, I say pristine. I reckon they might have been used, and then someone really immediately went, "Oh God, don't do that."
Yes,
they're going to get mullered within seconds.
I'm fed up with cleaning these. Let's put some black ones.
Oh yeah.
That's fair enough. That's practical.
yeah. So that's why that was done. But yeah, like I said, really nice place to sit. All the toys. Particular highlight was the massage seats. Very nice.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
Yeah. So they went out for a spin in it. Unfortunately, I wasn't insured, but I will be shortly.
So you couldn't drive it? Okay.
I couldn't, but however, I could sit in the passenger seat and have a whole body activation massage.
That again, I come back to leaking on the lovely cream leather.
I can confirm that I was reasonably activated.
Right, that's a horrific image. I might have to poke out my mind's eye.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I mean, it wasn't subtle massaging as well. It was really, it was quite aggressive, particularly on the arse cheeks.
I really didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That's in the brochure, I believe.
Yeah. That's the thing. You're like this with you saying I'm unpleasant. It's got. This is the first time I've encountered it in a car, but I've since did a bit of googling and went, oh yeah, it is a thing. But it's like built-in air fresheners, and in the glove box you can switch the little cartridges to make the car smell different.
Oh really? So it actually puts out
a whiff.
Okay, essence of BMW.
Yeah. But you can have all sorts of flavours. It was quite impressive. It beats the usual sort of mini cab waft.
Oh well, absolutely. The little traffic lights hanging from the rearview mirror.
Oh yeah. Not so good. No, it's a bit more classy than that.
Obviously, a bit more technical. Yeah. Okay, so you can push a button and have a waft.
No, it's not a waft. It's just part of the climate control. So.
I see.
And
it
it's
just happens.
Gently just conditioning the interior all the time.
Oh, okay, so if you're in there being unpleasant, it can sort of counteract the effect.
Well,
I'd say it would have to be a hell of a system to be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't add anything particularly sort of incendiary for dinner, so
no, you were reasonably under control.
Yeah, it was all relatively tame, so I didn't get to test the German engineering to its fullest.
No, you might have to make a warranty claim after that. I should think the whole system overloaded.
Oh yeah. I tell you what though, all the granddad elements aside about colour and comfort and massaging, I tell you what, it's a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's quite urgent when you put your foot down.
I should imagine, being a 540, although we established it doesn't actually have a 4-litre engine, didn't we?
No, it's the 3-litre turbo.
So it's a 530, but they called it 540 for some reason.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's been a thing for many years now.
Yes.
Bastards confusing us. But yeah, a sub 5 second to 60, away you go.
That's pretty brisk.
Yes,
it's pretty brisk.
Really rapid. And went out briefly on Sunday morning when it was a bit damp, and it's a good job. It was some 4-wheel drive.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah,
it was good.
Really?
Really impressive because, like you say, just to the casual observer, perhaps a little dull, but that'll take your face off, but in supreme comfort if you want.
Well, we do like a bit of that.
Yeah, but in sport mode, what it does need is an autobahn. It just wants to go.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, well, that's what it's built for, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not expecting the kind of roads we've got around here.
No, not at all. I tell you what, though, I'm not looking forward to his tyre bills. My goodness me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
20-inch run flats.
Yes. Those run flats are really pricey.
Oh yeah, right up there.
What was the ride like? Because I've always found the run flats to be quite hard.
Well, I had run flats on the Mini, and they do.
I had run flats on my Mini. Yeah, it was a very hard ride.
But the ride in normal comfort mode was silky smooth.
Okay.
Put it in sport mode, yeah, you can start feeling it. But yeah, the suspension dialed out the run flats a bit when you're just in general pootling around mode.
Yes. Oh, very good.
That's a really good question actually, because BMWs are, I don't know, sometimes criticised for their harshness of ride, but no.
They are a firm ride is particularly with their obsession with run flat tires. Traditionally they've had quite a firm ride.
I think the tech is on their side now, and
they've improved it a bit. Compensate, because those early minis that had the run flats, it was rock hard.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that ruins Grandad's spine. That did.
Oh, absolutely. There was one occasion going over a particularly bumpy road in my Mini. I remember I actually banged my head on the ceiling.
Oh dear. Yeah, that can happen.
Yes, it did. Bounced out of my seat.
Oh dear. However, so yeah, from being a little unsure to going, yep, I think he's done well though.
Yeah, no, that does sound like a lovely ride.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy a bit of that.
Well, I look forward to seeing it one day.
Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that'd make you go, oh god, I might waver from the Jag.
Oh, maybe I should be looking at BMWs.
I think I think one sit in that, and maybe it's just even a spin around the block, you'd be like, oh my god.
Maybe so. I've often suspected that it would not take much because I've driven a few Beamers over the years, and yeah, I've often suspected if I haven't been in one for a while, if I was to get one in now, I might think, oh yeah, maybe this is where the next car should be.
Oh yeah, I think that would be the case.
Maybe so. As much as I love a Jag, yes. Okay, good. I'm glad that worked out.
Perfectly understandable.
It's not a bad position to take. No.
So. Did I have my moan last week or the week before?
You moan every week, don't you?
Yeah, but this is a really specific one. I mean, in terms of stuff that's been going on, it's fair to say there's been a plateful.
Yeah, there's been a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And only to be exacerbated by the fact I was coming home after doing something quite unpleasant, and I was driving into where we live.
Yes.
Off the main road, and there was some really bad parking. really bad parking.
Okay.
And pulled in the car in front of me. Stopped. I stopped. Then the car in front of me decided to navigate round the poorly parked vehicles without using their eyeballs, because there was like, well, there's a car coming.
Oh dear. Okay.
And then at the last minute, I went, bloody hell, there's a car. And stopped. And then went, oh, I'm blocking the road, so I'll just reverse. Oh, good.
Oh no! And there you are behind.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So that's unfolding at speed.
Oh God! Quick decision.
Oh yeah, there's not time for quick decision. I got reversed into.
Oh no! You're kidding.
No. I mean, the only safe. Oh. I know I shouldn't say it gleefully, but I was in the van, not my car.
That was going to be my next question. Is this the Honda with a bent front already? That would be awful news.
No, fortunately, the van, the van having the big impact bumpers, was absolutely not an issue.
It being a van,
yes. You couldn't. I mean, I scrutinised it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. Absolutely.
Had they plowed into the Honda, it might have been a different story.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't be here. I'd been in prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, even reversing into the van, I was absolutely livid.
Yes.
I was, like I said, I wasn't in a tip-top frame of mind to begin with, and then only to be reversed into by someone who just neglected to think that something might be behind them.
Might be behind them.
Oh
People just have no idea of what's going on around them, do they?
Absolutely nothing. And this, oh my god! And I'd watched it. I should have known. I'd encountered.
You watched it unfold.
I watched it unfold, but also
Yeah.
the previous set of traffic lights, I watched them not realise that it was green because they were concentrating on having what can only be described as a foot-long cigarette. Really just concentrating on this thing. I don't know whether it was an enormous cigarette or a tiny woman. I can't tell what it was, but
you could go either way with that.
yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
Because I watched that bit unfold, and then only to have to encounter a close up and go, God, you're just like a walking ashtray. You could smell her fucking miles away.
Oh, dear,
God,
that's not nice.
damn it.
It's not nice.
It's not. It's like, I wonder if she could see through the smog in the car.
Well, at least she realised she'd backed into you.
I think probably a lot of people in the rough vicinity might have understood that.
Most of the people in the town.
Yeah.
That's
It was quite the outburst.
Yeah, I should think so. Yeah, I should think so. Right. So you exited Van and explained to her where she'd gone wrong in life.
Yeah, I pointed out all of her failures.
Yeah.
I might have even mentioned not concentrating at traffic lights because she was most intent on smoking as well.
Yeah, would imagine that would come up. Yes.
Yeah. Just drives it a wall, doesn't it?
Oh dear. But you say no damage that you can see.
No, so no damage, which was really nice because pissing rain as well while all this unfolded.
Oh, of course.
So here I am dealing with the car, making sure all is well in the pissing rain on my hands and knees underneath it.
Oh, that's lovely, that. Isn't
Yeah,
it? It's great when that happens.
Yeah, I got back home and Katie's like, "Oh dear, there's something's gone wrong here, isn't it?
Something's happened. I don't know what yet, but something's happened."
So it's happened. Your face says anger. You're quite wet and grubby.
Yeah, something's gone on here.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, at least you didn't have to tell her the front of her van was all stoved in.
No, fortunately not. I got to explain that her van was all good. It was just me who was rage-filled and ready to just snap at that point.
Yeah, it could have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that woman has no idea how close she came. Well, unless you explained it to her, of course.
I didn't fill her in the details of my day, but
no.
Fucking people.
It's bad. The standard of driving is just plummeting.
That's it. Yeah, it's. Oh, it puts you in mind of that bit from Snatch, doesn't it? Where Tyrone reverses into the van. It was a funny angle. When you reverse, things come from behind you, Tyrone.
Yes. Yeah, but a lot of people haven't got that.
No, not at all. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, I'm glad that turned out better than it might have done.
Yeah. All was well. Just an angry man.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Well,
shall we? Before we segued onto my rage.
So I got some rage too.
Oh, I tell you what, you go for it because I'm curious whether the rage is what's on my little list of things I jotted down earlier.
Well, it might be. I don't know. This is news that has only broken today.
This again could be because
could be.
This was something I noted at lunchtime.
More news from Jaguar.
It's the same one. Yeah, it's fine.
Yes. Well, I saw this and thought, well, we have to talk about this. Say this news has only broken today, but will be a few days old by the time anyone listens to this. But yes, they are now axing the final car in their lineup, the F-Pace.
That's right. So now Jaguar, the car manufacturer, doesn't sell cars.
No. Well, only used ones.
All right,
you will only be able to, until 2026, you will only be able to buy a used Jaguar through the main dealers.
So what? Hang on, let's go back to it then. So, car manufacturer doesn't sell cars. That's wrong. Car manufacturer, manufacturing being the key word there.
Yeah, it is an important element of what they do. Yeah,
does not make new vehicles as we
correct. Well, there is some talk they may continue to make a small number of F-Paces for left-hand drive markets only.
Oh yeah, because it's probably selling like hotcakes in those.
Well, I did see some numbers actually, which let me see here. Yeah, so last year Jaguar sold 21,943 F-Paces globally.
It doesn't seem like a lot, does it?
It's not a lot. It's not a lot. That outsold everything else in the lineup.
So what we're saying is, I mean, I know not everyone's a car buyer, but if we take sort of 7 billion-ish is our population, in terms of percentages of who's buying Jags, it's quite low, isn't it?
It's not a lot, is it?
No.
It's not a lot, and that was the best selling.
Oh god.
So, yes, quite. So the next best-selling Jaguar last year was the I-Pace, so the electric.
Oh, for goodness sake.
And they shifted 7,000 of those globally.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So, and obviously they've now ditched everything. So they're saying they're stopping manufacture at the end of November. And that'll be that then until the electrics arrive in 2026.
Well, it's time to start taking bets, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
When will it fold prior to 2026?
Yeah. Are we actually going to get to this new? They say they're going to unveil some concepts this year. Well, there isn't much of this year left.
Sorry, but unveil concepts. Look, we're at the end of 2024 and you're launching in 2026. We need to be way beyond concept stage at this point.
Yes, we do. They've said that there is expected to be a preview of a 600 horsepower electric 4-seat GT in the vein of the Porsche Taycan, which they have said they will announce this year, but I mean we've only got a couple of months left. But that nothing will actually be available for sale until 2026. So in the meantime, the remaining Jaguar dealers have obviously done away with a lot of them, but the remaining Jaguar main dealers will only sell approved used.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, colossal mistake, I'd say.
Well, I mean, I know they're being propped up by Range Rover, primarily. I guess that's going to continue being propped up by Land Rover sales. But they're calling this their reset period.
Is it?
Apparently so.
Sounds like a prolonged holiday to me.
So that's it.
It's all a bit British Leyland, isn't it? For
the first time in their existence, Jaguar will not be manufacturing cars.
Well, that's that bollocks, isn't it?
Well, I don't understand. I don't. I just don't understand. How's that going to work? Is that how can a business take the thing they do and say, okay, for the next 2 years we're not going to do that, but you hang on. After that, we'll be back.
It's going to be great, which is odd because you're like, well, why on earth? Why are they choosing this as a business model? It's like the whole world is a little bit apprehensive about electric at the moment.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah,
and
very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. Now going, oh no, we're only doing that. Like, that's ballsy.
It has been from the very beginning, but you think, well, okay, if you think you can do that, if that's the way you're going. I mean, they are going apparently super high end, aren't they? They're, high price, competing with Porsche, Bentley, that end of the market.
Good luck with that.
But it's not what people want from Jaguar anyway. But yeah, let's take a couple of years and not make anything at all. So where's the money coming from? A sister company that's going to prop you up. Well, Yeah, doesn't sound like a great strategy to me.
No, I've got nothing on this, I'm afraid.
Yeah. What do we think the chances of a sale are? I don't mean the sale of a car. Clearly, that it's not going to be selling any, but the sale of the brand.
Yeah. Someone Chinese will buy that.
I mean, there are going to be some changes within Tata because the head of Tata passed away, didn't he, a couple of weeks ago?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure I read that somewhere.
I forget his name. But
Mr. Tata.
Well, he actually is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I've got, I'm afraid.
Yes, no, he actually was. I saw Ian Callum talking favourably about him, but I wonder, because that empire then will be passing to his sons apparently. So I wonder, maybe they'll look at this and think, you know what, Land Rover's all right, but I don't think we want this anymore.
Yeah, that'll get flogged. You watch.
And move on. Yeah, that's what I think might happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're going to get to 2026.
No, seems very unlikely. But there we go.
I was quite shocked when I read that. I mean, all their announcements lately have been shocking, but I looked at that and thought, well, we're all done here, aren't we? Really? What's the business case here? What's the strategy? Take the thing you do and stop doing it.
Stop doing it. Yeah, perfect.
It's like when that CEO of Hewlett Packard a few years ago announced they were going to stop making computers. I'm sorry, what?
It's no one told him. No, that is what you do.
No, that's kind of your whole business.
It's so silly. It's when you've got German manufacturers just getting it right.
Well, and they're all backing away from EV at the moment. VW have actually, I think, shut their factories down temporarily. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know.
It is a cock up.
It's beginning to look like one, isn't it? It's all smelling a bit, well, as you said earlier, a bit British Leyland, a bit Rover.
Not good.
And everybody who wants a new car in that sort of mid section of the market, mid to upper section of the market that they've always been in, over the next couple of years, gonna buy a BMW or an Audi, aren't they?
Yeah. Let's face it. I mean,
hopefully they won't go back.
Well, we've only just said that. We worry about putting you in a BMW. That'd be it. I think it'd be a done deal.
Yes, I've long suspected that would be the case, and I've long thought that's probably where I would go if I wasn't going to buy a Jag. I've obviously had 3 now. If I were to, if you were to say if you couldn't buy a Jag, what else would you have? I probably would look at my first port of call would probably be BMW.
Yeah, perfectly understandable. Yeah. Bugger. That's just not good, is it?
Well, it's kind of confirmation of what we've been fearing for a while, isn't it? The direction they're taking.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a massive shock, but it's just a bit odd to go, we're not going to sell anything.
I don't recall ever seeing anything else like that. I can't recall anybody else doing that. Saying, okay, we're going to have this big new thing we're going to do, but we're going to stop doing what we're already doing in the meantime. And we'll get back to you in a couple of years.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You let us know how that goes, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a terrible shame if we lost Jaguar, but I fear we are witnessing it.
So, let's segue, shall we?
Please.
So they're going high end. That's their plan.
That's the plan. Yes.
How about someone who's already high end, and is borrowing a little bit out of the Aston playbook and doing a bit of Goldfinger cashing in?
Oh, what have we got? Oh, aha. Yes. Now, I have seen this. It's just come back to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I thought this mustn't go unnoticed by us.
No, quite right. I had forgotten about this, but I did see it earlier in the week. Yes.
Yeah. So Rolls-Royce have unveiled a 1-of-1 Phantom Goldfinger.
They have. Yes.
Yeah. And just, I mean, it looks the part, doesn't it?
To be fair, it has more reason for being than the Aston.
Yeah. It's a bit. I mean, it's over the top, but it's a Rolls,
yes,
isn't it?
But it's a Rolls Royce. That's fine with Rolls Royce. That's one of the few brands where it needs to be over the top. That's the whole point.
Yeah, it needs to be a little brash, but classy
They've got
about
the
it as
colours
well.
right.
Oh yeah.
In fact, from the launch pictures, they've got the number plate right, which is very impressive. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that's what it's registered as, but they've certainly.
I suspect it's not. From the look of the photographs, have we been photographing it on the road in Switzerland?
The road.
It looked like it. Yeah.
And it's quite nice. They had in the rear, they got the little pull down little trays, and it's got the map of the Operation Grand Slam. So it's got the top down view of the oh my god, Fort Knox. There we go.
Knox.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's hard work, isn't it?
It's apparently so. Yeah. Do you remember Goldfinger? I mean, it's a while ago.
Yeah. I got there in the end. That's the main thing.
You did.
So just some nice little touches. I mean,
that is nice.
But like I say, it's a bit brash. It's a bit vulgar.
But it's a Rolls Royce.
It's fine. It's
fine.
Absolutely fine.
That's I'm gonna say that is fabulous.
So I don't think
there's a picture of it parked in that place on the corner, looking down over the where he got. Same spot that the DB5 was parked. Yeah,
lovely. What's interesting is, like, if we can compare it to the footage from the film, we go, oh look, you could get multiple cars there, but now that's parked there. You go, well, let's block the road.
That's
true. Yeah,
true.
It's enormous.
It is massive. Yes. Yeah, DB5 is quite small compared to that. Yes.
So going back to last week or the week before, whenever we spoke about the DB12, we thought, all right, a bit desperate, but this one, making one of them, that's quite fun. And
that is fun.
And you know what? Like you said, it is fabulous. I'd probably I'd probably add the rolls if that was.
Oh, no question.
Well, if there was an option.
It's not a Phantom 337, but
it's quite.
Yes. You couldn't afford one of those. Well, you can't afford one of these.
I can't.
But, what am I saying?
I'd struggle to afford one of the components on it.
I think so. I think even buying the badge, you'd have trouble.
It's not for me. I think
that's brilliant that they've done that.
Yeah,
because they don't cash in on that kind of thing.
No,
often.
And it's to be admired that it's not really cashing in, is it? It's
not really. They've made one.
It's one. It's just a bit of fun.
Pass, that's it. Furka Pass. I couldn't think of the name.
That's the fella.
Yeah.
And whereas Aston are going, we're going to make these and sell them. Oh God.
Nothing to do with it.
Absolutely nothing. No. Just stop it.
Yeah. That's lovely. I really like that.
I thought that'd be a bit of us.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I think it might be time for us to set ourselves another little challenge.
Oh, we love a challenge.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
This came up in conversation at the weekend about trying to recommend something to someone that's going to be considered a modern classic, something that's a cheap buy-in now. It could be onto a winner later.
I think about this a lot.
Of course, I mean, you're only human.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I thought, you know what, I mulled it over at the time and thought, yeah, I've got a few ideas. However, I think we should probably take that one away.
Yes, I've got a couple of things that spring to mind immediately, but yes, we should probably ponder that a little bit. Yeah, so something that's relatively inexpensive to buy now, and perhaps is a little bit overlooked, but that we think is going to go places in the future.
Yeah. I think we should do that.
That's a good one. I like that. I like that. I think actually that might even be on my list of things we should do that I haven't looked at for years. So
that's interesting. I still got one of those.
I've still got one, and I think Future Classics is on it.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but we've just never got around to it.
Mine. Because if there's any gems, because it used to be really organised and write all of this stuff down.
Oh yeah, I did, but that was a long time ago. Yeah. Yes, Future Classics. It's actually the 4th item on my list of things we should talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got that. Oh, here's one that we threatened to do and never did it. I don't think, did we? Homologation specials.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We never did it. We were going to, and we never got round to it.
Oh, yes. Bloody hell. Because I've got a list here.
I didn't get as far as a list, I don't think. But yes,
God, I need to pare this list down. It's ridiculous.
I imagine you've gone a bit silly with that.
Yeah,
I'm going to mark that one in red as one that I need to get on with. Yeah, okay. We'll come back to that. But Future Classics first, yes.
Wow, look at that. There's 4 on my list of those homologation specials that I've labelled as Mike.
Really?
Yeah, that I think would be, if they're not on your list, I'd be staggered.
Right, okay. Yeah, well, there'll be some hot forwards on my list for sure.
Yeah, and I'm saying nothing.
We love a fast forward, let's be honest.
That's absolutely fine. Yes. Some of these I do actually need to tick off, not the homologation specials one. There's just some of the things on this list we've already done.
Have actually done, right? Okay.
Yeah. And one particular highlight here is one of the ones that never made it to the light of day.
Oh.
Because we started recording it and then you dropped a clanger, which I think is still a clanger.
Oh, I think I might remember what you're referring to. Yes.
Yes, it's absolute nonsense. A grown man like yourself, who's never seen a certain film. I won't name it because we need to revisit it.
No, you're right. I know what you're referring to. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'll put that on your list. Must watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's there. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Yeah, it has been since you mentioned it the first time.
Okay, that's good. Sorry, I digress there. So modern classics, that's what we're going to need. I don't think we need to be strict about a budget for it. I just think sensible.
An amount seems reasonable. Yes. And
if it's sort of a slightly larger amount than you're thinking, as long as the anticipated return on investment is there. That's also acceptable.
I think that's. But yeah, I think I can furnish us with a few items there. Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Yes. Tasty.
I saw something today, which I probably from a brand that we wouldn't ordinarily get excited about, because I think you and I both agree, with the exception of one car in their range that we both go, cool, I quite like that. The what was it? The Mercedes CLA.
Oh yeah.
Or CLS, whichever one it is. The one we like, the sort of shooting brake estate.
Yes, I can't remember which one it is either, but I know the one you mean.
One of those, lovely.
Yeah.
However, from one of their from a famous Mercedes tuner comes today the Brabus Rocket.
Oh.
which is a proper. It's vulgar, but it's a shooting brake, and it'll take face off.
Again, we are rather fond of a fast estate car.
Yeah, but this is. Have a look. Any of your various car news outlets will be.
Yeah, got it. Got it. Oh my word!
It's bold, isn't it? But
that's quite a thing, isn't it?
It's right. It's right up our street. That. Yeah, 1,000 horsepower, 2+2 Gran Turismo shooting brake is what they've described it as.
Ooh. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Yeah.
That's hardcore. But I have found a picture of it with 4 big suitcases in the boot, so sensible too.
Oh, perfect. So that's absolutely fine then. So it's a practical car.
Oh, absolutely.
So there. Hang on. That can't be right. I'm skimming some of the stats here, and
they may be fitted luggage, of course.
I'm not worried about the luggage, but they're saying you'll be wanting this because they're talking about the tyres of the rear, they're 22-inch 335 section tyres. Like that's a fair old bit of rubber.
That's quite chunky, yeah.
But they're saying there's an aggregated 1,342 pounds-foot of peak torque. Hang on, that seems like an awful lot.
Of torque?
Yeah.
Yes, that I'm not sure the road will survive that.
It seems like a typo. That's ridiculous. If
you accelerate hard in that, you're going to cause the planet to spin the other way.
That's
dangerous.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Nobody needs that.
It looks insane, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks proper bonkers. Yeah.
But I'd have that.
Oh, it's right up your pipe. Yeah.
Oh, what? And you wouldn't have it?
No, I'm not saying that.
There you go. Come on, don't be silly. There we go.
Well, that is evil, isn't it?
Yeah, I've just found the luggage as well. I was skimming.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Yeah, nice bit of quilted leather luggage.
Oh, they're really tasty suitcases, though. Yes.
Wow.
If we were going to review suitcases, they'd be on my top 5.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're glad that's your takeaway from this. I like the luggage.
Yeah. I have that quilted leather backpack there.
Oh my goodness, we've arrived. We're looking at middle age in the rearview mirror there. We're getting excited about the luggage.
It's a new high, I think. I think it's a new part of the podcast we should consider is what kind of luggage can you get in the back of this?
It's true. We joke about the middle-aged stuff. When Ben visited with his vehicle, we took him out for the first time in mine. You should. I make some funny noises, but my goodness me, he made some funny noises getting in and out of that.
I should imagine. Yeah.
He was. I'd say we're probably about 6 to 12 months away from him having to put his hand on the ground to get in or out.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, that is. But yeah, even I'm not there, and I'm in horrible shape. So. Mind you, I make funny noises getting in and out of my car, and that's quite a sizable estate car.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh God. I was going to wrap it up, but before we do wrap it up, we do need to know, because this is getting, it's like a running joke now. We haven't checked in for a little while, have we? There's been a new car in your household that's not even that new anymore. And have you driven it yet?
Oh. No,
you haven't, have you?
No, I could lie to you, but I won't. No.
The noise gave it away. Then the pause.
Yeah. You knew the answer.
It's like you're going to go full politician on us. Like, how many words is he going to use to say no, but without saying it? But no, yeah, I'm glad you were. You aborted at the last minute.
Yes. I was trying to formulate an excuse and realised I didn't have one. So
good. That's all right then. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's poor. It's very poor.
Have you at least been out in it much?
Oh yeah, I've been out in it loads of times. I mean, pretty much every week I go out in it. I've just not driven it.
I see. I mean, going out in it everywhere. Are you? I mean, for instance, are you doing the weekly shop in it?
Well, we have done, but it doesn't really work very well for that because it's a good tiny little boot. So
I don't think I've ever seen the boot on one of those.
It's not. It's okay for the size of car, but it isn't massive. So no, we do. We've tried it a few times, but it's a struggle. So we tend to use the Jag for that.
And how regularly have you been in it with the roof down?
Oh, I would say at least 50% of the time.
That's good. I mean,
obviously we're coming into winter now, so it's likely to be a bit less. But yes.
But to be fair, if the sun's out, that's what the heat is for. I will accept none
the roof
of this.
Has been down on it this very week.
That's good. I will accept none of this. Oh, it's the winter. Like, I mean, if it's pissing it down, that's sort of acceptable.
So that's okay. But
unless you can travel at enough speed that the rain's not an issue. That's
well, there is that theory, isn't there, that if you put the roof down and drive into the rain, you don't get wet.
I don't think it's a theory. I think Rob proved it, actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I think he took one for the team on that and did a bit of science.
No, the roof, impressive. The roof is down a lot on it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
If it's at all feasible, the roof comes down. Yeah.
And if the roof is down and you're a passenger in it, do you moan about it being cold?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Never have.
Okay.
Never have. It does have a most impressive heater.
That's all right. It's just one of those things. I can imagine you moaning about
that. No, I never have. No, I'm all on board with that.
But if you were chilly, you would moan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously.
Yes. Just clarifying all the points there.
Yeah, no, it hasn't come up yet. No.
Okay, all right. Let's set you slightly more open-ended goal then on that, shall we? We've basically got 2 months of this year left. Is there any chance that before we see the back of 2024, you might operate the vehicle?
Well, there's always a chance, isn't there? There's always a chance.
Well, fingers crossed. That's your homework, all right?
Right. Okay. I need to have driven it. Okay. Yes. And be able to give us a half decent review.
Yes, please. I'd love that.
Okay. I will see to it.
Perfect. Thank you very much, mate. We need that. We do car reviews and we get good feedback on it. You've got a whole car there to review that's outside your house daily.
That's true. Yeah, it does tend to be there. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, right. So that's it. It's your homework to drive it and then report back. So yeah, stop fanning around. I might even just on the sly message Dawn and go to give him a nudge, will you?
Yeah, it's true. I'm on the insurance. There's no reason that I couldn't be.
Absolutely no reason for this nonsense. So yeah, stop with the procrastination.
Next time I need to go somewhere, I'll try and use that.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.